Here we go. So welcome to a video where I'm going to talk to you about my end of season squad and just how goated it is. And I'm going to do a little bit of evaluation on the season as well. Then we're going to jump into a game of Unlimited as well to see how this team does actually get on. Before we do all of that, guys, usual stuff, please like and subscribe. We're like 2 subs away from 800, by the way. Go be a hero and drop a sub now. It'll make my day. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Catch us on stream. We're actually going to stream on Friday instead of Thursday. I've been saying it was going to be Thursday, but we're going to stream on Friday because the new season is dropping, so we might as well react to that. And we're going to announce the 2 guests and the new co-host for the podcast. So it's going to be a really big stream, lots of big announcements. But let's get into today's video, and I'm going to show you my squad. This is my main squad right now. I mean, it is just ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, I don't know how far we can go from here to endgame. I think a lot of these cards will still... I mean, they're not going to be OP at endgame, but they are endgame cards, you know, especially with the way things are now and the badges you can apply and all these different things. You know, these cards, as good as they are at base level, you know, you can turn them into pretty much every one of these cards into a 99 overall. If you actually look at my squad, there's only 3 players, I think, that are buyable. We've got Luca, we've got Larry, who I picked up a couple of days ago, and we've got Dirk. Outside of that, they're all free cards, and that's a real testament to 2K. I picked up this Brandon Roy and this John Wall in the last couple of days. Just a quick breakdown. I think Luca's the best point guard in the game. I like what I've seen of this Brandon Roy so far. He's like a T-Mac clone. Kawhi, he still holds his own. I mean, he will get dated at some point, but until today, he hasn't been. Larry Bird was a bit of an impulse pickup. I was kind of waiting on Powell. I didn't like him. I wanted him to be the power forward, or I was going to switch Dirk to power forward, run Powell at centre. But Powell just was underwhelming, so I picked up Larry. So far, what I've used of him, I like him. He seems good. He seems really OP defensively, which is, I think, probably the best thing about the card. D-Rob's best card in the game. This John Wall I haven't used yet. I literally haven't used him. I literally picked him up yesterday. I mean, he looks absolutely goated. We'll see how he gets on. Cedric is a 12-0 reward. As you know, Notorious God plays on my account. He got Cedric. It wasn't me this season. Just to be clear, guys, I have no plans on ever trying to go 12-0 in Unlimited anymore. I just find the game mode too unenjoyable. And even for content reasons, I just don't want to put myself through it on a regular basis. Like, I pretty much only play Unlimited for content gameplays now. So my 12-0 days are behind me. You know, I did it 8 times last year. I've done it once this year. Outside of that, I just don't want to be chasing that dragon every season. But if you are good at the game and, you know, you can get Unlimited done really quickly, go get Cedric before the season ends because he's fantastic. This Clyde, every time I use him, I like him more and more. If you'd asked me a week ago if he was a top 10 free card, I would have said no. Now I'd say he's probably top 5. Certainly top 10. He just grows on me every time I use him. He is really good. West to me is... at this point, I like West more than Larry. That's where I'm at. So... I like West more than Larry right now, but I'm starting Larry because he's new. He is a 98 as well. Defensively, Larry is better, but I don't seem to be able to miss with West. If you're going to do one thing, like, right now to grind for a player and you haven't got West, West is the guy to go and get because he might be the most fun card to use on this list. And Dirk, I think, you know, to me, still, at this point, to me, I know it's a controversial take, he's still the second best centre in the game. I would rather run him over KG from what I've seen. Powell isn't even close. I think he's better than Jokic. I think D-Rob's the only one that beats him. So one of the cool things here, guys, is you can just see, like, we haven't spent a huge amount of MT. The reason we've got so much MT is we've been playing this game for, you know, 6 months now. And we've only picked up a handful of players at a time. I always sell these guys back when their value holds, so I'm never really losing MT. But I think this squad is absolutely goated for this point in the game. I mean... I keep saying this, going into the auction house just feels like a luxury. I don't know, I don't have a reason to go in there right now. But yeah, let's take this team online. It's the end of the season, let's celebrate. I've got a couple of interesting videos coming up in the next couple of days about the season. I'm going to talk about some of the cards that we should be expecting next season. I'm going to make some predictions on what I think the reward cards will be. And I'm also going to evaluate some other end game, or end of season, I should say, squads. As we load into this game, guys, like I said, I'm not really enjoying Unlimited, but I'm actually really excited about playing. I always play better when I'm actually wanting to play and not forcing it. I'm really excited about using this squad. Just a couple of things really quickly. Like, my record's been really bad. Like, I've been really struggling. I think I'm probably 50% over my last like 10 games or so. But even when I win, I'm giving away the wins as well. Because at this point in the season, I have nothing to play for. probably anyone I'm playing has something to play for. So if I'm up late in this game as well, I'll give this guy the win as well. Like, there's literally no point. Like, I want to change that culture, this kind of toxic culture that's associated with Unlimited. So that's an interesting matchup. I think our squads are going to be pretty similar by the looks of it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I would have started West over Larry really as well, so I don't know who's got on the bench. But this should be a fairly competitive game. And like I said, it's late in the season. If he's playing Unlimited, he's probably making a late push for Cedric.
Don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. You won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down.
So I think we will quit. He did message me straight away saying that he asked me to quit basically, so I'm going to do that. Squad played really well. It was a lot of fun to use this squad. John Wall had an incredible game. First time I used him, so I ran through him a little bit more than I usually would. Luca played well. Wes Unseld played really well. Maxwell was great. Again, just so much fun to use that card. Kawhi played okay. B-Roy played okay, 100% from 3. Dirk played pretty well. D-Rob I didn't use enough. Dirk actually had a pretty good game, actually, if you look at that stat line across the board. Clyde played well as well, and Larry Bird, I was saying about his defense, look at that 3 blocks. Now, this whole game mode is just a tower of exploits, as I've said. I was getting bailed for bits, he was getting bailed for a bit. It just seems like whoever gets bailed the most wins the game now. That's where we're at, so that's why I'm not taking this mode too seriously. I think I got bailed a little bit more in that game, which gave me the win. But this guy needs the win, so we'll give it to him happily. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, actually. A lot of fun to use that squad. Really, really happy with it. So there you have it, guys. You know, it was, like I said, a lot of fun to use this squad. I think Luca is the best point guard in the game. I need to play a little bit more online. I think this week on Unlimited, I'm hoping I can use a few of my main squad. I've been playing way too much offline doing the spotlights, and I think it's affecting my online play a little bit, because especially with the EU server, it's just a completely different sort of gameplay experience. It literally feels like you're playing a different game, certainly in terms of releases and stuff. But I'm going to play a little bit more with this team online and get a little bit better with it. But, you know, like I said, 7 free cards, you know, most of which I had to grind for to some extent. We've got loads of other cards that we're not even using. You know, we've got D Wade, Donovan Mitchell, Don Ole. There's a lot of good cards. We've got Powell, McHale. There's a lot of cards we could still put into this team. But really, like, as a starting 10, I wouldn't replace anyone. And like I said at the start of the video, like, I literally have no reason to go to the auction house. I picked up Larry Bird because, like I said, I was hoping Powell would be good enough to either play power forward or that I could move Dirk to power forward, and he just wasn't. So I just thought, you know, it's been a long time since I spent MT on a player. I picked up Luca and Dirk basically when they dropped. It's been at least 3 or 4 weeks since I picked up a player at the auction house. So, you know, 2K are killing it with the free cards. No two ways about it. If they can improve their online modes, I think this could be a really, really good game. In terms of content, I have no complaints. Zero. That's it, guys. Catch a stream on Friday where we announce the podcast guest. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching, guys.